Hello again, this is Andy at Handy Andy. Welcome back to another one of our little semi-educational, semi-promotional videos. This particular property is a little bit different than most of what we've been videoing. This is an investment property that an investor bought a few years ago. And what kind of stinks for these folks is that when they bought it, they didn't get a real good inspection, which we're happy to do for existing clients. We'll run through and make sure you're making a good purchase or not. And we typically don't charge for those as long as you're an existing client. But on this house, she came in, did some work, she hung new gutters, and none of these gutters are draining properly. This one has to be rehung. But what really stinks is all the fascia boards are rotted all the way around because she never got the gutters cleaned. We're coming through on this house. We're doing a little bit of electrical stuff, some plumbing, minor plumbing repairs. We're gonna go ahead and redo this front deck, redo the back deck, bunch of touch-up paint. But what I wanted you to see is what happens here. You don't clean your gutters, that water's gotta go somewhere. And there's where it's going. This bottom piece, I don't know the camera's gonna make it out real well for you, but that's your soffit. And because the debris was so clogged up in these gutters, the water is backflowing into the soffit and fascia area, and both of these are rotted out and have to be replaced. And it's like that pretty much all the way around the house. On the roof itself, when they did this roof, whoever did it didn't know what they were doing. They didn't put any felt paper down, so the shingles are down on raw siding. This area in here, we had to do some roof repairs because the tree branches, they've been trimmed away now, but the tree branches are all laying up on top of the roof. And so you get this clear alley here now about a foot across that'll keep that going through. You can see some of the debris right here that we washed out. That was just inside the downspouts. So there's no way these things would function. We're gonna do this back deck back here. You know, and the problem for investors a lot of time is kind of like homeowners too. You try to get the best price for things. Investors are even worse than that because they're trying to do everything the absolute cheapest possible so it leaves more profit in the deal for them. But when you get decks to this kind of situation like this, it's going to be time to replace this deck next year if they don't go ahead and paint it, which we're going ahead and doing now. You can see where the soffit is dropped right in here. And again, it's because of this water issue up here. And what happened is whoever had this house previously, you can see these nails poking through right here. And you can actually see how the decking, this is your deck board, how it's rotted. Well, this is OSB decking up under here. And so it's expanded just like a sponge by getting wet over the years. You can actually see the edge of the decking right there. And somebody's come in and tried to put a trim board in there to kind of overlay the rotted decking. Well, this has happened for two reasons. One, you need to have on any roof, pay the extra money, whether it's with us or whoever, put drip guard all the way around your house. It's a little piece of metal flashing, because what happens is when it rains, capillary action draws up a small percentage of water underneath these shingles, and you can see that's your decking right there. Oh, well, the camera's gonna make that out, but it's shot. So when this house, and it needs a new roof, we've gone ahead and sealed it. We'll seal the vent boots. We need to seal that one up there. You can see the black edge, but we'll come back through and put this house together again. And if I've got time on the camera, I'll show you on the other side what's happened with the fascia and the soffits over there. Same situation, except you got squirrels up in there and they're living in there. So this particular client unfortunately has a bunch more work to do, but the killer of this whole thing is these gutters were just replaced in the last year or so, and all these repairs were needed at that time. You can see the soffit that's rotted right there, and we'll take you up here real quick. Handy Andy pretty much does everything. So if you got punch list inspections, you can see right there the dryer vent's broken out. We'll go ahead and replace that. But you can reach us at 770-912-2829. And here again, you can see what's happened with this fascia board. This is your fascia. This is your decking. Here's your fascia board. Squirrels have eaten it. It's completely rotted. Quite a bit of work here. We've gone ahead and just patched these shingles in here for now just to keep it from getting any worse. Again, this is Andy at Handy Andy, 770-912-2829. Take care. Bye-bye now.